family oriented. So we will be having lunch. We will have a couple bouncies outside for children. We're flying a couple of these people in, and they're going to stay actually a couple nights with us, so we can actually go around Kalamazoo and hit some of the meetings. Just kind of surprise people. So they're going to hang out with me Friday and Saturday night after the event. So I'm excited.
Hell yeah, you can come up to Traverse City.
Hey.
No, it's really pretty then. And it's more October, I guess. I don't know.
I've been up there a couple of times, but nothing to do recovery related or anything like that. I don't remember what I was up there for, but it was pretty.
The recovery community up here is amazing too.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. And I don't know. This whole coronavirus thing though is taking a lot of people out, unfortunately. And you know, when they stop working, and they're getting $600 a week, you know, or $720 or whatever it is, and they don't have to work. And I thank God that I wasn't in active addiction, because I would have died. I almost drank myself to death already. My liver shut down, kidneys shut down. So imagine if I would have had, you know, $600 a week coming in, it would have been, it would have been over.
Oh, on top of it? Oh, yeah for sure.
Been over. And, you know, I pray for people that are still out there.
Yeah, that's one thing I never had was money. Me too, because that free money, like you said, I mean, I'd have been thought I'd have been in heaven. But like you said, I'd probably been dead.
Yeah, and I work for a treatment center to keep me sober. You know, I kind of do that on the side, and, you know, they pay me some money sometimes, but like, I do that, and I see the people coming in, and, you know, more and more now are like, yeah, man, COVID got me. You know, like, not the COVID, but the actual, you know, hey, stay at home, don't go anywhere. You know, the isolation and the money being in the bank. That's what they mean. You know, the COVID got them. You know, and
right, not the actual virus itself, but
So,
the money and the, like you said, depression falling into place with people.
Yeah. And are you familiar with the UFAM rally?
No.
I'll have to get you tied in with them. That's a big rally that happens the Thursday after yours. It's in Lansing, and they do it on the lawn of the Capitol building, just to kind of show the politicians that, hey, hello, we're right here. We got votes. You know, like you can't ignore us, and you know you can't solve the addiction problem by just locking people up. You know, like you said, you could stay sober for a minute, but you weren't getting the treatment. You weren't getting what you needed, and you know, maybe it's because you weren't ready. You know, I heard that a lot too. You know, people tell me you just weren't ready.
Wasn't my time.
But to have a helping hand and to show people, hey, you know, let's get out there and let's have some fun, and that's something I've always done in my recovery, but I've done tons of it this last year and a half, and it's just been a blessing. It really has. You know, we can jump in a car and we would drive 30, 40 minutes to a meeting. We would not hit the meeting in town just so we could drive 35 minutes away and talk, you know. And those were the things that I miss most about, you know, I lived in sober living, managed a sober living house. I mean, it was a good time. You know, and in a weird way, I miss those days. Now, I don't miss scrubbing toilets for 20 dudes, but, you know, but I miss that bond that we had, you know, of me going to work, coming home. Hey, guys, what meeting we hitting? You know, like, hey, we hit a meeting, come back, grab something to eat, go to bed, get up and do it again. And some might think that, that's monotonous. But, you know, on the way to the meetings, we'd always play games. And that pissed off the old timers, you know, when we were in there. And we would give them, like, one time I gave my friend of mine something to say, and I told him he had to choose between two songs. He had to read the whole lyrics, and then I would do whatever he wanted me to do, and so I did. And so the songs were Benny Mardona's "Into the Night." I don't know if you're familiar with that song.
No, I'm not.
Lift you up and take you into the night. It's true. Okay, but anyway, it starts off with, she's just 16 years old. And it's just, if you watch the video, you'll really get creeped out. This 40-year-old dude chasing down this 16-year-old. Yeah, and the dad, he comes to the door, and the dad tells him no, and he kind of looks at the camera like, I'm going to go around the back window. I mean, it's real creepy. You want to check out a creepy video, and like people still love that song. So that was one of them. And the other song was I'm Rednecker Than You. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No, I'm not familiar with that one, but I can see where you would kind of get some people riled up a little bit. Yeah. But
so when he shared, he had to say, I was talking to a buddy of mine. These lyrics describe it all. You know, this is our friendship, and so he just went through the whole "I'm Rednecker Than You" song, and people were just dumbfounded, and I'm dying. I'm laughing. I've never laughed so hard. My cheeks hurt. Because it was just so stupid. But you know what? If we had to sit through an old man talking about, well, I was out there trying to fix my tractor today, and I couldn't find the bolt in this, and this sumbitch, and this. If I got to sit through that, you can sit through a buddy of mine reading some lyrics to a song because that's what he was told to do. You know, like it livened it up. But those older people just don't understand and don't get it. You know, that's our recovery. We were having fun. And, you know, we weren't drinking.
And we do a lot of that at the zone. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, if life had to be miserable, if you tell a newcomer, hey, you're in for some misery, I mean, I'm just be real, they're probably going to run right back out that door. So, you know, life is like you grow up and you got to work and pay taxes. And no, I mean, yeah, you know, we want to become that productive member of society, but still we still can't lose sight of what life is, you know, having fun and raising family. We do a lot of things like that. Cookout. We just had a fishing tournament. We had a midnight meeting. We're always staying active in the community to let them know. And we're like right in the community doing this.
Nice.
So, yeah, I love it. So I just want to back up a little bit because I do want to really quick give, you know, credit. Cause I don't like messing things up, but, our Jonah, he has the 5 years actually, 8 years comedian and 12 years clean and sober. So that's pretty cool on Jonah Frick's part, our comedians. I just wanted to clear that up. And Aaron also 5 years folding. He was a 12-stepper. He facilitates the CBT based meetings, and he does Challenge to Change. And he's also a recovery support specialist, works with One Voice. So he has a lot going on, and I guess Through the Eyes of an Addict is his personal page. So I don't do much of social media, so I'm praying God sends me someone to help with everything on social media. So when you said podcast, I was like, okay, whatever that is, but we're going to do this. Time to step out, Joel. Learn new things. My daughter tells me all the time, she's like, Mom, you should have got a job that doesn't involve the phone, because every day she's working on my phone because I do something when I try to do on social media. One time I even had something posted, and she called me. She says, "Put your phone down, Mom." She says, "You just posted something on your story that don't need to be on there." I was like, "Hurry up, get here. I'm at the zone. You've got to take it off." I was like, yeah, I'm for real. But, you know, I'm willing, you know, to learn things that I never did before. If it didn't consist of manufacturing and using, I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I did go and get my GED, and, you know, I did become certified for the state of Michigan to mentor. You know, that means sharing my experience, strength, and hope, and giving that hope to others, that recovery is possible with the help of others. What we can't do alone, we can do together, you know, and I live by that. It takes a team. But society today is so much different. Our courts are awesome now. I went through the program, drug court program, and I had a judge look at me. And I think that day, I remember, it was 10 years ago, and I remember it like it was yesterday. He told me, he looked at me when nobody else believed in me. Family gave up on me. He says, I see what you are going to do. I believe in you, and I know you're going to do great things. I almost felt like someone that really knew my past, which was the record, you know, a felon, always on the run and doing things. So for him to look at me in the courtroom, instead of slamming the hammer down and saying, you know, okay, you're on probation or you're going back to jail, he looked at me and said, I believe in you, and I have faith in you, and you're going to do great things. And those words stuck with me. And it was almost like I didn't want to let them down. I was like, wow, someone that don't know me, and what they do know is my history, you know, and my own family, you know, doesn't believe in me. this is, there's something's going on in here. And I mean, those words rang in my, because I never heard anyone say, not even my own, mom saying, I'm proud of you or I believe in you, and to hear those words is what I needed, and to learn how to live clean. And it's one day at a time, and life is so good today.
Yeah. Hope, inspiration, you'll find your purpose. And sometimes it's just that easy, but you don't know who you're going to find it from. Like you said, the judge. And when you went in there that day, you had no idea what that man was going to say to you was going to change your life and give you hope.
No. And I was high as a kite in front of him. And he still believed in me. He says, this is going to change. Yeah. You never know. You just never know.
Never know.
And we have to be that person as well to inspire somebody else, because you just never know who's watching.
Yeah. I used to get really not involved, but I used to really look at the numbers and how many people were listening and, this and that. And then I got an email, and it was weird. God works in mysterious ways. I told the story before on the podcast, but I got an email from a guy. His name is Kevin, and he's now a 217 recovery ambassador. He's out there spreading the word for us, and we love Kevin for that. But he's, sent an email, and he was from St. Louis, Missouri, and he said that he was on iHeartRadio, and he looked up, recovery podcasts, and we popped up, and he listened to us, and he loves us. So that is how I started measuring, am I being successful or not? Not if I had 10,000 listeners, 5,000, or I do think it's awesome that people in like New Zealand listen to us all the time, and other countries. I think that's pretty cool. But it's not it's not on a million people listening. It's on that one guy who was looking for it and found it. And Kevin, he's got some time under his belt, like 5-6 years, and he still listens and he loves it, and he'll email me from time to time, and it's always those times when I need it too, where I'm like, man, we're doing 4 shows a week, and I live 24/7 recovery, which, hey, not a bad thing, and people probably think we're crazy, Jewel. They're like, these guys are just nuts now. They went from one extreme to the other.
Yeah.
Well, that's how we do it.
New addiction.
That's all we know.
It's true. It is. We're either one way all in or all out. It's like,
just get out of our way,
and when
please.
someone mentioned recovery, that's right. Just move over.
If you're not on my plan, you're not a part of my plan. I just keep on going because I got stuff to do. And
I am telling you, hey, I had to tell someone I was in a relationship with when I first came in recovery. I would have never survived if I didn't. I said, this train is rolling this way, and you're either with me or you're not taking me down, because I first of all, I don't want to die, and I'm about to go to prison, and I don't want to go there. And, they came along for a short while, and they just couldn't. And at 46, he took his last hit and died with congestive heart failure. It's so sad, but I tried. But at that point, I could only carry myself, and lead by example. And like you said, I'm rolling. You're either with me or watch out.
Because this is where I'm going now. I'm full-fledged, full forward, just,
I have to be, And it's definitely with God on my side, he's before me. So like that song, let go of the wheel, let Jesus take the wheel. That's,
So if we go to a meeting together, maybe I'll stay down there a couple of days, and I'm going to have you read those lyrics. Okay. I'll have you pick between that and another song. We'll do it 217 recovery style. They're going to be like, who invited these guys? And they brought their tent.
Right. They brought this crazy blonde in recovery.
they look like they're a radio station. Do they know they're not? Like, what are they doing over there?
Right. Oh, my Lord.
It'll be fun. Well, cool.
Yeah, well, I can't wait.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be great. It's the 19th of September, which is a Saturday, 11 to, what was it, 4?
Yep, starts at 11 to 5. 11 to 5. We're also going to have some raffles. We're going to have a 50-50, so you get half the pot if you buy some tickets and you got one of the tickets. And we're going to have a lot of good stuff, a lot of fun stuff going on, some giveaways. And, just come out, plan on having a great day with recovery. If you can, we're going to start, I think, on Friday. Like I said, I'm flying in some things. I think most of them are coming in Friday evening. So, and stay until Sunday morning. So,
nice.
yeah, come hang out. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. I'm for real.
I'm going to show Papa what